Welcome to a tonsorial tour and photographs of Saskatoon's early barbershops and beauty parlours. The local history collection has been combed for photographs of barbers and hairdressers, shaves and shampoos, clippers and curlers, to chronicle a fascinating chapter in Saskatoon's local hair story. Harry H. Marchant opened his barbershop in 1913 at 103 Avenue C South. After a few years, he moved the business to 22nd Street, where it operated as a barbershop and confectionery. The barbershop moved again in 1928 to 105 Avenue B South. Marchant cut hair at this location for the next 10 years. The Marble Palace Barbershop at 231 2nd Avenue South opened in 1913 inside the newly built Victoria Theatre building. The following year, ownership changed from G. Flanagan to Benjamin J. Sanderson, and the business became the Victoria Barbershop. In addition to haircuts and shaves, the Victoria Barbershop also provided showers and baths for both ladies and gentlemen. John C. Reich has been identified as one of the standing barbers. The 1915 Victoria Day window display at Fawcett Hardware Store on 2nd Avenue featured an unusually handsome tableau of razor and barber supplies. Arranged by local window decorator Harold W. Parr, a clerk at the store, the display featured straight razors, shaving brushes, razor straps, and other shaving supplies. Parr won various prizes in international competitions for his window dressings at the store. The window was one of the bright spots on the avenue. The Nugene Permanent Wave Shop in the Stevenson Block at 227 2nd Avenue South was operated by Mrs. Matilda Guytar with a staff of 14 expert hairstylists. An advertisement for the shop stated that it had become increasingly popular for its soft water shampooing and modern methods of permanent waving. The clamps and rods of the electric permanent wave machines are seen at left. La Belle Beauty Clinic opened its doors in Saskatoon in 1931 under the ownership of Mrs. T. M. Guytar. It was first operated as a school of beauty culture, as well as a professional salon. Courses were offered in shampooing, rinsing, drying, finger marcel and crokinole marcel waving, eyebrow arching and shaping, as well as bleaching, dyeing, and hair cutting. Tommy Nifun Gun stands in front of his barber shop in December 1941. Born in China, Gun came to Canada in 1921. The modern barber shop at 236 20th Street West first appeared in the 1939 City Directory. Gun operated a barber shop for the next 30 years until his retirement in 1969. The interior of Tommy Gun's modern barbershop at 236 20th Street West. Gun operated out of this location until 1949, when he moved across the street to a new building at 223 20th Street West. As part of the basic training exercises at Dundurn Army Camp, this young recruit receives the standard high and tight haircut most commonly worn by men in the armed forces. During the Second World War, hair grooming standards were thought necessary to maintain uniformity within the military population. Among the vocational courses offered at the School for the Deaf were classes in hairdressing and beauty culture. Under the instruction of Mrs. Ethel Mackenzie, girls were taught the skills needed to find meaningful employment in the beauty industry. Advertised as the world's finest permanent wave machine, the Shelton Thermique was manufactured by W.G. Shelton Company Limited of Hamilton, Ontario, the Canadian agent of the American company. Shelton claimed it gave a lifelike natural curl, easy to keep in order, and styled for that youthful look. Students from an advanced class in hairdressing at the School for the Deaf demonstrate the results. Barbering was one of the trades taught to boys and men at the School for the Deaf. The training prepared them for an occupation in which they could make a living. Laura Marcotte worked at various beauty parlours, such as Bishop's, King George Hairdressing, and the Rose Beauty Shop, before opening her own salon in 1939. The Laura Marcotte Beauty Salon was originally located in the Ferguson block. The salon moved to the basement of the Macmillan Building at 135 23rd Street East in 1944. Getting your hair done was also a chance to get caught up in your reading. While sitting under the dryer, clients at the La Belle Beauty Parlor perused the latest trends in fashion, exciting news from the Hollywood screen, and new recipes and household hints from Canadian kitchens. A good beauty salon not only had good operators, but also had good magazines. Regina stylist Jerry Laguerre won the Provincial Hairstyling Trophy at the Cavalcade of Beauty competition in September 1961. At the competition, held in conjunction with the Saskatchewan Barbers and Beauticians Convention at the Besborough, Laguerre used his wife as his model. Mrs. Laguerre's peach-colored wave was swept high from a point at the base of her head in a variation of the airlift line. In 1936, Steve Betty took over Neil's barbershop, operated by William Neil at 302 20th Street West. Briefly in 1936 and 1937, it was known as Seville's Barbershop, before it became Steve's Barbershop in 1938. Betty practiced his trade in the Roxy Theatre building until his retirement in 1966. He later returned to his native Hungary. Located on the ground floor of the hotel, the Besborough Hotel Barbershop was run by Rudy Bolt in 1966. The Besborough was part of the Canadian National Railway's chain of hotels, and as such, the barbershop provided full service to hotel guests. Full service included a haircut, a shave, and a shoe shine. Looking good is connected to feeling good. Something as simple as a shampoo and set can make a patient feel better. These patients at Royal University Hospital enjoy having their hair done despite being in the hospital. A salon located inside a hospital. Who would have thought of such a thing? New York stylist Carl Pace spent 2 weeks in Saskatoon in March 1962, bringing the latest in coiffures to the local hairdressers. Mildred Stolarski models The Oliver, the boy look inspired by the Broadway musical Oliver. Mary Wright sports the Empire silhouette, recommended for the sophisticated woman, a style close-fitted with a twist and a long ducktail at the back. Sometimes the art of hairdressing is more like architecture or engineering. This creation by one of the stylists at Coiffures by Chris bears witness to the talent of the hairdresser. Chris was Chris Reedus, a prize-winning stylist and the owner of the salon. At one time, Coiffures by Chris, located in the Midtown Plaza, was the place to get your hair done. Young Todd LeBear sits on a board in the barber's chair as barber Alan Peterson cuts his hair at John's barbershop. In 1968, the shop was located in the basement of Mead's Drugstore at 1210 7th Avenue North at 33rd Street. Located on the main floor of the Besborough Hotel, Bishop's ABC of Beauty was one of 3 salons run by Gertrude German. With the slogan, "We will meet you at the Bez," the salon advertised a complete beauty service. In the summer of 1976, Matthew Mills prepared to go back to school in grade 4 with a haircut from barber Bill Becker. Becker operated out of the Esquire Barbershop, located in the Market Mall Shopping Centre. A blow dryer provides that special finishing touch. Saskatoon businessman Joe Rosenberg gets his mustache buzzed as part of a CFQC promotion. Rosenberg began his own dry cleaning business, Custom Cleaners, in 1947. With the slogan, "We cover the city twice daily," he expanded and diversified the business until it was eventually sold in 1983. Joe Rosenberg remained active in the business community until his death in 1991. When Susan Teresa Price, a commerce student at the University of Saskatchewan, agreed to a makeover, the stylist at Hair Performance started the transformation. The process was covered in the newspaper. Part of the process was a medium curl permanent that Price could wash and wear and touch up with a curling iron for special occasions. We hope you enjoyed our virtual recreation of Hair Story. The original show was held from January 21st to February 27th, 2015, curated by Ron Jaremko with the assistance of local history staff. We invite you to visit local history the next time you're at the Francis Morrison Central Library.